brand proper. He was like, I need you guys to know Talk TV. How many of us knew Talk TV before last week Sunday?
I just thought about it this week as
now
well.
we all know it because he came to did that. But my question though, Ndong, is at the end of the day, after all is said and done, because Cristiano came and he had a tell-all interview and he spoke about everyone and everything, I just wondered, what's his end game? Because I feel like there is an end game. It's not just to say that he doesn't like Wayne Rooney or Wayne Rooney is unhappy with him because Wayne Rooney is fat and him is still playing. What was his end goal?
I've tried to also try and make sense of why he agreed to do that particular interview, but I think, some would look at it this way. Is he to some extent narcissistic, that he loves the attention, he loves being the focus of attention? And I would understand why people would push that, because look at the timing of this particular interview. It aired immediately after the break for the World Cup
Started.
Yes, so he knew he's going to dominate the conversation this week, and he's achieved his goal. And of course, to agree to do that interview with someone like Piers Morgan. Of course, Morgan was going to say.
Apparently,
I was going to say he kisses his nini.
Yeah.
I want to say the lingine.
And there, but he hangs on to his every word.
He worships him. I think.
Yes. Is that okay?
Yes, exactly. Because even some of the questions, like I felt like he was goading him on. It's like trying to get a kind of reaction or a response. So his timing, I think, possibly he could have a plan B. What that plan B is, I don't understand. Because I think, or also he could be that confident enough to throw a spanner in the works, because Manchester United are livid. It's just that they're not outrightly saying...
They've actually said they are looking at the legal options that include cancelling his contract and maybe suing him.
And I'm sure that's something inside his contract that perhaps, of course, breach something that those things that kikiwa umefanya tu vituko vyako huko nje, not in the office environment or something like that, but you see, because of the brand that you have brought the company into disrepute.
Yes, it's those things they say fine print.
Yes.
That one that you can barely read, but they're like, this.
He wants to leave, obviously, but you see, he still has a contract. So I think he felt, you know what, wacha kanuke. Kanuke kalinuka na kakanuka. Of course, some of the things he said, maybe yes, there's some merit. Yes, he says he feels like the culture of the club is not as it was before. He spoke about the training facilities; they're not as they were, which I found very strange, because I would think with all that investment that the club has put, some of those small things. But also, I'm wondering, why didn't he direct it at the coach or even the management? Because he has a lot of sway with the club. Even for them to tell him to come back to Manchester United means that they listen to every word that he has to say. So you'll have said, okay, look, I'm coming back. I've seen X, I've seen Y. Why can that be sorted out? So I think for me, his timing was not suspect. It was convenient. It was strategic. It was intentional. He alikuwa amepangia. Knowing Ronaldo, he had thought about this very, 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 very well. But now the other challenge is that spillover of that drama has cascaded to the Portuguese national team. I think alikuwa ameshikilia sijui nani shingo. Was it Joao?
Yeah, and then there was this clip of Bruno Fernandes saying hi to him limply. When they had an interview the other day, and the coach, he fielded out of 11 questions, 6 were on Ronaldo.
Yes.
And until he's like, guys, can't we just talk about something else? Like, everything just seems to be around Ronaldo. And you're right. I think he loves the attention so much. He likes to be the center of attention. And he couldn't take in the fact that the team is doing better without me.
Yes. Because I was looking at the win ratio. I think him playing for Manchester United, like about 4 games they lost. But without him, they win.
Yes. It's like 25% and 75%. It's a ridiculous ratio.
Yes.
And he just can't take the fact that I am no longer the main man, because I agree with what Wayne Rooney said back to him. Wayne Rooney said, listen, I understand him is one of the greatest, but he's struggling to deal with the one thing that all of us struggle with. That's age.
Father Time.
Father Time is undefeated. And at his age, you can't be the superstar in the team. But at the same time, he feels... Because he says, I did not come on against Tottenham because I'm not a 3 minutes player.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're 37, not 27.
You don't have the same speed. You don't have the same sharpness.
You have got to adapt to your current situation. I keep giving this example. Leo Messi. First, the main man at Barca for 15 years. You have to go to PSG where you are the third choice. You have Neymar, you have Mbappe, you're the third guy. You're the one who's being told, free kick ipigwa lala hapo kwa nyasi.
Yes.
And he agrees. Because he's got to understand this is no longer my team.
I don't say hapo mbolea chini.
Fertilizer mogo during the week.
DAP.
But then he understands it and he appreciates it and he does it.
Yes.
But on the other hand, Cristiano says, I'm not kind of player. Yes, but you're not 27 anymore. And I know he says the previous year he scored many goals. Yes, you scored 18 goals, but the rest of the team struggled.
Yes.
So now that they have removed you from the team is doing better. So you need to adapt and think, okay, so I'm now a veteran. What is my work in this team? It's maybe not to score as many goals than before. It's maybe to play the odd game, but more to guide and
create.
But like you're right. He wants to be the main guy. He's like, all of you have got to see me.
Yeah.
I am the guy.
I am Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Even, you know the thing is, if you look at it critically, unfortunately, I'm drawing parallels to the Hollywood actor Will Smith. Remember what happened in the beginning of the year during the Oscars?
Yes.
What happened when he slapped Chris Rock? You see, these are people used to having attention. They used to walking into rooms, people are recognizing them. They're used to being the center of attraction, the focus. And sometimes, if somebody rubs you the wrong way, and you see, they portray this personality that you are disciplined, you're good at your trade, you're good at your craft. But now the problem with that is if you do not sometimes display your vulnerabilities, what happens is any small trigger, you don't even go from 0 to 40, you go to 0 to 1,000. You understand? Because there's one thing people are forgetting. Remember 2014, if I'm not wrong, I don't know what Ronaldo had done with Portuguese media. Remember, there's a journalist who came to interview him.
Yes.
And he took the microphone and threw it into the water.
Yes.
But what is that?
So it's the same kind of thing we are seeing now, just
exactly.
in a
It's
different
manifesting.
context.
So that also is very telling of his personality and character off the public limelight. How is he? Yes, people say that he's very disciplined. He doesn't eat. I don't know this. Maybe he doesn't even drink. He says he doesn't have tattoos. But you see the problem of individuals who try to portray that they are holier than thou, that they are the prime example of everything that is good. What to come out? Those are the people you should be very careful about, because one small trigger, it's a nuclear. It's a nuclear explosion. Not a bomb, nuclear. Because you turn from 0 to 1. Because I'm trying to make sense of why would you vilify the club that has built you? Because it's a Manchester United. Not even when he was playing in Portugal, it is Manchester United who created the Ronaldo brand.
But like you said, I want to have the attention.
Yes.
And I want to be the main guy.
Yes.
And I want to play. And I want people to understand me, not the club.
Yes.
And a lot of things are wrong with the club, not me.
Yes.
I am okay. Everything else is bad. I am a good guy.
Yes.
Everything else is bad, but I am the good guy. Everyone else has messed up. I am the good guy.
Yes.
Everyone else is wrong. I am correct. Everyone is wrong. I'm right. That's essentially what you are saying. Like, everything is about me. And I'm good and I'm great.
And that's why it's narcissistic. It felt like it was narcissistic.
And anyone else who doesn't believe it is wrong.
Yeah.
I also think he's trying to find a way out now that there was no one who was willing to spend any money on him.
Yes.
In the summer. They tried Bayern, they tried
So
Madrid, they tried Napoli. They all said no thanks.
Sasa saya amechoma proper. What you should now do, respectfully, I think, I'm interested in finding out. You see,
Alisema akishinda World Cup anarretire.
Ashindi. You see, because you come with all that bad energy. You've divided the dressing room in the Portuguese team. So how do you expect the mood? And you see, one thing people forget about professional sport, over and above your skill set, it is a camaraderie.
Yep.
It is the energy within the dressing room, which is very critical, because Wokabi tunaweza kuwa tumekosana kwa dressing room. Now you're the best players in the team. Kuingia kwa hiyo uwanja itakuwa drama. Itakuwa drama ingine hata ijaonekana, because we are human beings. If you feel somebody has slighted you in any way, if you're not somebody who is practical and diplomatic and you're able to address things like a mature individual, kwa uwanja unaenda kufunga, sikupati mpira.
16 after 4, when we come back, we talk sang.
Big shout out to Vince on the beat, by the way.